Manslaughter by negligence, that's the charge handed down to Jasmine Hartin after the shooting death of Superintendent Henry Jemmott. Hi again and welcome. This is Links7 TV News Report, and we'll be right back with the details to come. Welcome to Links7 TV News Report, providing you with the best in local and international news updates. This is a place where you can get the most reliable and informative news information. Links7 TV News Report. Welcome back and thanks for joining us for Links7 TV News Report. Manslaughter by negligence, that's the charge handed down to Jasmine Hartin as she is charged for the shooting death of Superintendent Henry Jemmott. 3 days after the shooting death of the superintendent on San Pedro, the main suspect, Jasmine Hartin, was charged for his killing. Along with his attorney, Godfrey Supt, Hartin appeared before the magistrate court where she was charged with manslaughter by negligence. While it is not clear whether or not she's been given preferential treatment or this was just a simple police procedural proceeding, around midday today, the media that was awaiting the arraignment were escorted from the compound of the courthouse. Speaking to reporters, this was what the police commissioner, Mr. Chester Williams, had to say in relation to the case, as the police are still carrying out the investigation in order to ascertain the truth behind what really transpired to Mr. Henry Jemmott. The police believe that the partner of Lloyd Ashcroft's son had been drinking with the Belizean police superintendent and playing around with his gun when he was fatally shot. The body of Superintendent Henry Jemmott, age 42, was found floating in the water in the coastal resort town of San Pedro in the Central American nation on Friday morning with a single gunshot wound to his head. Jasmine Hartin, age 38, the American partner of Andrew Ashcroft, age 42, the youngest son of the billionaire Tony Donor, was found with bloodstain on her hands and on her clothing. She has been detained in police custody since the shooting. The Belize Police Commissioner, Mr. Chester Williams, confirmed that Hartin had been alone with the dad of 5, Mr. Henry Jemmott, and there is no indication that a third person was involved in the shooting.
The post-mortem revealed that the injury is not consistent with suicide and the manner of death is homicide, which means homicide simply means the killing of a human being by another human being. That is homicide. The issue that will have to be determined then is whether it is murder or manslaughter. Murder is the intentional killing of a human being by unlawful harm. And so one of the things that you'll have to prove for murder is that of intent. Manslaughter, on the other hand, is where you actually kill someone, but you have some you call it partial excuse or partial defense in law that will reduce the murder to manslaughter. Yes, she provided a statement under caution. We cannot say we have a clear understanding of what happened because we were not there. The only two persons who could have said that to us would have been the deceased and Miss Hartin. You would know that the deceased is dead. He cannot speak for himself. Dead man carries no tail. Miss Hartin have given her version of what she said transpired. And so it's a matter now for the DPP to decide how we proceed. Now, I'm not going to go into the content of her statement. I spoke with them today. I met with the immediate family today, and I expressed words of condolences to them from the department and the ministry. And I also assured them that from a police standpoint, we're doing all we can to ensure that justice is received. I also gave them an update of the investigation as to where we are and what the accused person have said in her statement. I gave them some brief synopsis of that because I believe that as family members, they have a right to know what she have said and where we are with the investigation. Of course, they have no reason not to have confidence in the police's ability. Mr. Jemmott was a police officer, and his family are people who have always been around police. As a matter of fact, he do have a sister who is also a police officer. Miss Marie Zul, she used to be in and out of the Dangriga police station. She worked very closely with us as a GAP. And so she, in particular, is fully aware that we will do what we should do to ensure that justice is received.
The police said that the pair knew each other socially in Belize, where Jasmine and her husband Andrew operate a luxury hotel company.
Our investigation team have completed the investigation, and the file is now with the Director of Public Prosecution while we await her instructions as to what charge or charges will be preferred against the accused person. May I say that contrary to what the social media experts and trial attorneys and prosecutors have been saying, that the accused woman remains in police custody until after we have gotten the directive. She will remain in custody until then. I am not going to comment on that at this time. As I said, we have completed our investigation and the file is with the DPP. I trust the competence of the DPP. We all know that she's an exceptional prosecutor and an exceptional DPP, and I am sure that after having looked at all the evidence that we have presented to her, she is going to come to the right decision in terms of how we proceed.
Since the story broke, a 2012 photo of Hartin holding a weapon at a gun range in Las Vegas has emerged over the weekend. Hartin was charged in connection with the shooting of Mr. Henry Jemmott just a few hours ago. We'll continue to track this story and provide you with any more information to come on this. This has been Links 007 TV News Report. Thanks for watching.